welcome to the ScareCam mini vlog here on the ScareTrack YouTube channel. It's Mikey and Hannah, and we are here for Dr. Frights Halloween Nights for this year's Horror World. So glad to be back. We absolutely love this place, don't we?
I love it. The music, the atmosphere, the atmosphere.
The scares.
The scares.
Yeah, absolutely. The horror bar at the end as well. Yeah, we absolutely adore this place. We're going to be doing a full feature-length episode over on the podcast. We can't take you guys into the mazes on here, but we can take the microphone in. So click that link below to hear some highlights from the mazes, just a few snippets, and our full in-depth review about each and every attraction. But here on ScareCam, we're going to be taking you around and just giving you a little bit of the atmosphere here. And it's like a festival, isn't it?
It is. That's the only way I can explain it. It's like a horror festival, and it's got amazing music, Rob Zombie, and I just love it. I just want to get inside.
We've got 4 mazes. Also want to say a huge thank you to the Dr. Frights team. They have gifted us these tickets tonight, so full transparency. Full transparency, Emma!
Full transparency, guys.
Yeah. And speaking of, we are here with the gang tonight. We've got Craig Toy, we've got Parksville, we've got also Topfield Tourists as well. You all excited, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Right, let's go in. Just filming you, sorry.
Really? You're gonna get my good side.
It's a very good side. I love it. I love it.
You're gonna make a lot of profit online with it.
I will. Having fun, Hannah? Enjoy Killer Clowns, mate?
I did. It was so much fun.
It was so good.
Dancing along.
Oh yeah, big time, big time. We talk about it in the vlog, so click that link below. We'll talk about it in the podcast. But we love Dr. Frights, don't we? So good.
Let's go.
Okay. Monsters and Madmen. Are you ready, babe?
I'm ready.
Are you ready? This is like the new Hollywood horror style maze, I think.
I think so.
Yeah. Grindhouse was pretty epic, wasn't it? So cool. Like we say, listen to the podcast to find out more, but yeah, having a fantastic night here. Oh, look at this. The frontages get better and better every year. Oh my god, see the dead! Oh, it's a phone. It's just a phone. Hey, this is where it's at. This is the money maker.
The big muff.
Hannah, how cool was Monsters and Madness?
Oh, it was so good.
That was
there
just...
were such creative scares. Who am I looking at? Watch me on ScareTrack. Watch me on Topfield Tourists. It was so good, and there were scares from up here, and scares from over here, and scares from over here, and scares from over here.
It was the Michael Myers section for me. There were too many Michael Myers. Too many of them. And then when she came from the ceiling in the exorcist room,
like your focus is just drawn to the Reagan on the bed because that's where the scare should be.
yeah, that's
Not
what I
where the scare
expected.
was.
That's what I expected. It was good.
It wasn't. We didn't vlog it.
If you put this here, it looks better. Look at our high-tech equipment.
High-tech. Time for a Beveragino.
We stopped for a beer break at Dr. Frights. I have, what do I have? Atlantic Pale Ale. So does everyone else
What's
have
everyone got, guys?
We got Aspal,
Aspal,
bit cider.
cider, all here. Chin chin, chin chin. Carl, what you got?
Atlantic as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
The cool thing is you have a drink after the mazes and you can be a total voyeur in the bar. So there we go, that brings us to the end of this mini ScareCam here on the Scare Track YouTube channel here from Dr. Frights Halloween Nights. Probably one of my favourite seasons ever here. We love it every single year, but this just blew it out the park for me. Yeah. It was absolutely awesome. So we've given our full in-depth reviews about each and every attraction on the podcast, so click that link below to check it out. But just as a bit of a rundown here on ScareCam, first up we had Killer Clowns in the Caribbean. Of course it was bonkers,
Yeah.
of course it was crazy. Really cool effect of the swamp scene as well. That works really well.
And they just made you forget you were in a scare maze. Like,
Because of
you
the
were just listening
banging
to the
music, and then it was like, then Caribbean music comes in, then banging music again. And the actors were really impactful, really intense in there. Worked so well. Then we went into the Grindhouse in Wonderland, which is such a cool vibe. Like the whole idea is, Sean mentioned it in their vlog. That the idea is like Horrorwood. It's like a theme park, and each attraction is like a ride.
Yeah.
And
Grindhouse was Disney.
Grindhouse was like Wonderlandy and had like wait time queues, and the actors again in there intense, insane, but also funny.
And the soundtrack
and
was
jokey.
like Disney songs, but rock versions. So
Yeah.
I will bop it in.
Yeah, it was like Disney rock. It works so well. Again, it just gives you that false sense of security.
Yeah.
Of thinking, I'm having a laugh. Holy hell!
Yeah.
I'm scared. So yeah, and so they were like the more fun, impactful, boppy kind of mazes, and then the last two were just damn right terrifying. Honestly. So we did Monsters and Madmen, which is kind of like their alternate version of Hollywood Horror, which is always the scariest every season. That was scary. There was some
so
scenes
good.
in there. They use mannequins and props hugely to their advantage. They're like distraction scares here, there and everywhere. Then the real guy would be there in your face.
And I was
That
so
intense.
adamant that some of them were real people that I was just completely focused on that one object and being like, that is a real person. And it wasn't.
Yeah, and then he'd get you. The Michael Myers
From over
scene
there,
in there
the person
was,
you'd convinced yourself were a mannequin.
it was so good. I got my most scares in there, and they scare from everywhere, not just like here on the ground. They scare from the ceiling, and the Regan scene in there when they scared you from the ceiling was just incredible. And then last but not least, the House of Wax was just beautiful inside, wasn't it? It was so well themed. It was just a melt with us. And that was probably one of the scariest mazes I think they've ever made here at Dr. Frights. Emma was wetting herself. Go and check out Top Thrill Tourist, check out Parkspill as well. They've done some vlogs tonight. Good friends of ours. The Crazy Gang is what Craig Toy from Attraction Source calls us, and he's been with us tonight. I think it's a good thing. So there we go, our little rundown of each maze, but like I say, click that link below to hear our full in-depth review about each one. A huge thank you to Dr. Frights for inviting us here. We really do appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching. But for now, let's get scared.